It is easy to forget that the story behind a coach on The Voice isn't always what we anticipate it to be. This is because we live in a society where star power and soaring vocal talent often reign supreme. Kelsea Ballerini, the most recent addition to the ever-changing panel of music business titans on The Voice, has had a career that has been anything but conventional on her way to the big chair. She recently made an announcement in which she disclosed something that stunned her admirers and hinted at the complexity of her work as a coach on the popular NBC show with the same name. Her statement, "I wasn't done unpacking," was an acknowledgement of both the personal trip she had been on and the significance of the decision she had just taken. Let's take a closer look at this significant revelation and investigate how Kelsea, along with the other coaches, Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, and John Legend, has become an indispensable member of the Voice family. Despite the fact that the phrase, "I wasn't done unpacking," would appear to be an unusual choice of words, Kelsea Ballerini recognizes the profound significance that it bears for her. The country pop diva, who rose to prominence with classics such as Love Me Like You Mean It and Peter Pan, has continuously been recognized for her genuineness and her willingness to show vulnerability. Not only that, but she didn't hold back in her most recent declaration. Kelsea said earlier this year that she would be entering a new era of her career, which would involve being a permanent fixture on The Voice. This announcement came after an emotionally charged season of the show. She smiled and replied, "I wasn't done unpacking," providing an explanation that despite the fact that her experience in the industry has been fast-paced and always growing, she was prepared to move on to the next phase of her life. Through this open and honest reflection, the pressure and thrill that came along with taking on the position of a coach on The Voice were brought to light. Her development as a musician, the popularity of her recordings, and her experience as an artist provided her with the instrumentation necessary to serve as a mentor to aspiring singers. In some respects, the timing seemed to be just right. On the other hand, Kelsea acknowledged that the choice was not completely straightforward. She proceeded by saying, "There's this feeling that you have to have everything figured out, and that's not the case," alluding to the fact that despite being a well-known musician, she still had a lot to learn. Her announcement was not only about her future on The Voice, it was also about her ongoing journey as a person and an artist. This is a journey that is always unfolding, much like the process of unpacking a suitcase. Kelsea and the coaches, a dynamic that is unparalleled. Kelsea Ballerini's ability to connect with the other coaches on The Voice, including Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, and John Legend, has been one of the most thrilling aspects of her time spent on the show. Watching Kelsea engage with these seasoned artists has been nothing short of exciting. Each of them brings their own distinct viewpoint and expertise to the table, and every single one of them contributes something special to the table. As a member of the initial team of coaches, Adam Levine, the charismatic frontman of Maroon 5, is not unfamiliar with the show. He was a member of the original faculty. Throughout the years, he has become a fan favorite due to the lively energy and clever banter that he conveys. In spite of the fact that he has unquestionably served as a guide to a great number of candidates, Kelsea's presence has brought a new dimension to the interactions between them. When it comes to discussing vocal technique, artistry, and performance, Adam and Kelsea are a perfect combo because of their shared experiences as chart-topping musicians. It is evident that Adam and Kelsea have a natural chemistry with one another. Adam remarked about Kelsea, "She is not afraid to speak her mind," and he was right. Additionally, that is just what this show requires. It is one of my favorite things about her that she does not hold back. Michael Bublé, a Canadian crooner who is well known for his silky voice and timeless manner, contributes an air of sophistication to the panel. On the other hand, what many people might not realize is that, just like Kelsea, he is also a fervent supporter of breaking boundaries and taking on new tasks. Bublé took use of the occasion presented by Kelsea's announcement to contemplate his own professional advancement, and he was eager to lend his support. Bublé made the following observation: "It is incredible to see someone like Kelsea stepping up in this manner. She is just as much a part of the journey of discovering talent as everybody else is, even if the show is about discovering talent. All of us are progressing, gaining knowledge and maturing together. While this is going on, John Legend, the iconic artist who won an EGOT award, continues to be one of the most grounded and encouraging coaches on The Voice. As a result of his musical expertise and his capacity to establish a more profound connection with the candidates, he is an extremely helpful mentor. It is clear that Legend has a great deal of admiration for Kelsea's artistic abilities and commitment to her profession now that she has joined the ranks. John remarked about Kelsea, "She is so in touch with her artistry," to quote him. "Her instinct for what makes a great performance is spot on, and I think she is going to be an incredible coach," said the coach. One-of-a-kind method of coaching employed by Kelsea. The fact that Kelsea is a relatively new member of the Voice family means that she offers a new point of view to her position as a coach this season. Kelsea's approach to mentoring is founded on empathy and understanding, despite the fact that many of her fans may be familiar with her tunes that top the charts and her demeanor that is approachable and grounded in reality. The purpose of her presence is not limited to instructing technique, rather, she is there to inspire her competitors to discover their own unique voices. Kelsea stated in a recent interview, "I want to create a space for these artists where they feel safe to explore and grow," and she expressed her desire to accomplish this goal. It is not simply about teaching them how to sing, rather, it is about assisting them in discovering who they are from an artistic standpoint. "Because I have been in their position, I want to make sure that they are provided with the support and direction that they require in order to shine." The way she approaches things is a reflection of her personal path in the music businesses. The challenges that come with being a young artist are something that Kelsea is well aware of, particularly in an industry that frequently places unattainable expectations on performers. "I've learned to trust myself, and that's something I want to help others do," she stated in her interview. As a result of Kelsea's participation on the panel, the participants now have access to someone who is not just a coach, but also a fellow artist who is familiar with the difficulties and achievements that are inherent in the music industry. What does Kelsea have in store for her and The Voice? The future appears to be bright for Kelsea as she begins this new chapter in her life. She has already established herself as a formidable competitor in the country pop market, and it is without a doubt that her time spent on The Voice will continue to mold her as an artist as well as a guide. But even with her admission that she's not done unpacking, it's evident that Kelsea is ready to take on whatever comes her way. A new level of excitement and energy has been added to the show as a result of the addition of Kelsea, which has reignited the dynamic of the show for the other coaches, including Adam Levine, Michael Bublé, and John Legend. As the members of the Voice team continue to show support for one another, both on and off the set, they are well positioned to produce some of the most motivational and unforgettable seasons to date. Kelsea's journey on The Voice is only getting started, but her willingness to be vulnerable, her compassionate nature, and her dedication to fostering the next generation of singers will undoubtedly make her a fan favorite for many seasons to come. The entire globe is keeping a close eye on her as she continues to unpack her adventure, and they are eager to see what happens next.